Yeah, hello, good morning. Once again, today is another wonderful day, and I'm very grateful and happy to come your way this morning once again. And I hope you are all doing very well, and we had a wonderful week. Today is another brand new day, Monday to be precise, and I hope we've been able to receive life and newness in whatever we are doing, and also in every aspect of our lives. So, as I always say, I bring you greetings from Ketekrache. So, the people of Ketekrache extends their greetings to all of you, including me. And I am much grateful and happy for your support, your words of encouragement, the positive words, and the words that you keep speaking to me to encourage me in the things that we've been doing always. Please, if you are watching, I will play that. If you are watching this live feed, kindly share it with others so that they can also join and be a blessing to this particular live feed. Once again this morning, welcome to Zigma Ideas. This page is a page that by the inspiration of God has been put together to use it as a platform to bless, to use the words of what encouragement and motivation to bless us each and every week, so that we can go up there and be winners and to be transformational people that can impact so much into our world. So I want to say thank you so much, and God richly bless you. So we are going to start today, today's presentation and also live feed, which is something that is dear to my heart. God is someone who really believes in the baby steps, the little step that we take every day in our lives. So true that God is able to bless you and I, and we become partakers of his blessings. So this morning, if you are watching me, kindly share. Yeah, I will not say share the link. Okay, I only say kindly share the live feed. Okay, for others to also be partakers of this live feed and also be a blessing, so that as we keep moving and we keep inspiring each other, it will be something that will change our lives and will change our mindsets and the way we see. There is a saying that little drops of water what makes a mighty ocean. So we are going to start off by looking at some few quotes or saying that have been put together by some world-renowned. Please pardon me. The network went off right now, but we are back once again. So we are going to look at what it means to say what we should value our small beginnings by some powerful quotes from some world-renowned people. So let's start off by saying small beginnings are your humble starts. So small beginnings are your humble starts. Where you start, grow and nurture your ideas. Small beginnings are your humble starts. Okay, they are your start that you started from your closet, from your beds, wherever you conceived the ideas from. So small beginnings are your humble starts, and they are where you start, grow and nurture your ideas. So these are your small beginnings. So small beginnings builds solid foundations. So small beginnings, as we all know, when you start it and you are able to build upon it, it becomes a platform that builds a very strong foundation, a foundation that can stay up there and develop to become something great in life. Okay, because when you build a solid foundation through the process of what small beginnings, you are able to what learn from the mistakes that you make, how you fall and you rise up and all that. So when you take the little steps, you learn from your mistake, you gain experiences. Okay, then you build yourself up. You build yourself your self-belief as well. So and it helps you to also build your what? To build a very solid foundation. A foundation that can stay that longer, that much more longer, so that you can be able to what? Allow your dreams, your ideas to grow. Okay, so small start also, it gives you time to dig and evaluate the things you have started. So when you start small, it gives you what? The time for you to dig in, the time for you to reanalyze whatever you started, the idea that you started, the project that you started, the dream that you started, the business that you started, the ideas that you started. Okay, it helps you to dig deep with time. Okay, to evaluate the things that you have started. Okay, so small beginnings gives you the room for you to improve, for you to really strategize yourself. You build a very strong foundation. Then what? You give it time for you to evaluate the things that you started, so that you can be able to allow it to grow to what? A very reasonable what? Fruit. Okay, so let's take a look at a word in the Bible. Okay, a word in the Bible which is a word that normally relates to what small beginnings. It's a scripture. Excuse me to say, it's a scripture that has spoken much about what small beginnings, the way we should value our small beginnings, how God appreciates we what starting something very little, we taking small steps. Okay, so when you go to the book of Zechariah 4 verse 10, it's clearly stated that what? Zechariah 4 verse 10, it clearly stated that what? Do not despise the small beginnings. Do not despise what? The small beginnings. For the Lord rejoices to see the work begin. Okay, that's what the word is telling us. Clearly, this is not something from a book that someone has written. This is a word, an inspirational word from the Holy Book, that God has said what? We shouldn't despise the small beginning, the little step that you and we are taking each and every day. We shouldn't despise it, but we should what? Rejoice to see what? For the Lord rejoices to see the work begin. Okay, to see the plumb line in Zerubbabel's hands. Okay, so that clearly states that what, or shows that what? God delights in what? We not despising in what? Our small beginnings. Because when you start small, that is when you find your true self. You gain the experiences, and you become your real self. Okay, so we shouldn't despise our small beginnings. So there was something that what James Clear also said. There was something that he wrote, and he has spoken about small beginnings. And James Clear said what? All big things come from small beginnings. Okay, so all big things come from small beginnings. The seed of every habit is a single tiny decision. Okay, the seed of every habit is a single tiny decision. Okay, but as that decision is repeated, okay, it's repeated, a habit sprouts, or something come out from the habit, okay, and grows stronger. okay, and grow stronger. Okay, roots entrench themselves and branches grow. Okay, roots, they entrench themselves and habits grow. Okay, the task of breaking a bad habit is like uprooting a powerful oak. Okay, so the task of what? Breaking what? A bad habit is like uprooting a powerful oak within us. And the task of building a good habit is like cultivating a delicate flower one day at a time. Okay, so when you clearly look at what James Clear is saying, he's saying that what every small or little thing that you start, every small step that you start, okay, intends to grow into something big that we never expected. So when you look at what he stated from the beginning, he said what? All big things come from what? Small beginnings. All big things that we see today. The big companies that we see, the big businesses that we see, the CEOs that have risen from what? Humble beginnings, because they started small, because they believe in their abilities, that what? Starting small, they are able to what? Learn and cultivate what? A good behavior, and also identify their true self and become what? Champions. We understand. So when we are able to start from a small beginning, it gives you the room to grow your gifts. It gives you the room to be able to evaluate, dig deep within yourself, okay, to find your purpose in life. Okay, when you're able to find your purpose in life, you are able to develop it to become something that will be an impact in the lives of others. Okay, will be an impact in the lives of others. And that was what he said, what? The seed of every habit is a single tiny decision. Okay, so the seed of every habit that you and I, we are living today, okay, every habit that you and I, you are involved in today, okay, be it positive or negative, it's as a result of the little things that we've started. Okay, it's as a result of the little things that we started. So if you and I, we are deciding to take the steps one after the other, why don't we encourage ourselves and develop steps, or to cultivate steps, or to take steps that small by small or little by little, that can bear fruits that will be what? Will be positive, that will impact in the lives of others. Okay, and he said what? A habit sprouts and grows stronger. So everything that you start each and every day, every step that you take each and every day, either being is small, okay, every smaller step that you take every day, okay, it gives you the room. It gives you the room, okay, for it to grow stronger. Because when it grows stronger, like the little steps that you are taking, when it grows stronger, it becomes powerful. Okay, it becomes powerful, and at the end of the day, you see that it's touching lives. I think I was listening to a pastor who, when he was introducing, I was listening to Apostle, is it Joshua Selma, if I get the name right. And he said something, he was preaching in a church, and he said that when he started his ministry, he started it on Facebook. And as at that time, people didn't know much about what social media is, what Facebook is. But he started it small. It was an advice that his spiritual father gave him. Okay, and he started it small, from a small place, and nobody was watching him. You understand? But the little steps that he has taken, you could see that these steps have developed him to the more powerful man that he is today. You understand? So I am here to tell you and I that we shouldn't despise in our hearts, in our small beginnings. You and I should never despise in our small beginnings, because our small beginnings are able to give us the room to develop our gifts, to develop ourselves, to develop the things that God has given to us. Okay, so when we do the difficult things while they are easy, and do the great things while they are small. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a step. Okay, this is a saying that you and I know from JHS, primary, to the university, to the SHS and all that. We all know it's a saying that has been there. It's a saying that little drops of water makes a mighty ocean. A journey of 1,000 steps, okay, begins with a step. And an old man said if you want to move a mountain, start by removing the small stones. Okay, if you want to move a huge mountain, start by moving the smaller stones. Okay, so what these sayings and these wise sayings are trying to tell us is that the little steps that we take, or the little things that we do, that they are positive, they are capable of moving mountains. They are capable of transforming destinies. They are capable of getting us to our destiny, getting us to the places that we have to be. Okay, so let's do our best each and every day to value our small beginnings. Let's do our best to, when we wake up and we pray to God, let's show some kind of gratitude. We can't be where we are today. Personally, for me, I desire to be a CEO of my own company one day, and I know it will come to pass. You understand? But I have to start from somewhere. I have to start by learning the processes. You understand? So that when I am able to get to that level, I can know how to manage myself and to manage the things that, the blessing that God will bring into my hands. Okay? So please, let us not despise our small beginnings, because God delights in small beginnings. Okay? He delights in small beginnings. Christ was someone who was rich, was powerful. But imagine, God decided to bring Christ in the form of man. Okay? He was born, giving birth to, he grew from where he was, very small and all that, and became great. And now his name is all over the world. Okay, his name is all over everywhere that you pass through. He's the Son of God. You understand? So Jesus Christ, he started small, his ministry. Okay, even when he was young, he went to the temple and all that. He started small. So why don't you and I value small beginnings? When you start, people might not believe in your dreams. People might not tap on your shoulders and say, what you are doing it very well. There are only some few people that will believe in your dreams. Okay? But that shouldn't discourage you. When the moment discourage comes, then that knows that, and you allow it within yourself, then know that very well that you are allowing failure into yourself or into your life. But failure is something that you and I shouldn't encourage. Okay, or entertain. Okay, so great things start with what? Humble steps. The great things that you and I see today, they start with humble steps. Or they start with what? Small step or small beginnings. So the great companies that we are seeing today, the great businesses that we are seeing people are managing and they are using it to bless other people or employ other people, or the ministry that people are being blessed with, auditorium. Oyedepo, when you take him, for instance, the last time a prophet was saying that he is one of the richest men of God in the world. You understand? And you can even see that. But when you look at the history of Oyedepo, you see that he started very small. When you take the CEO of what MTN, he also started small from somewhere. Okay, I read the story, and you could see that like he was from a family where there was nothing, but he believed in himself. He believed in the things that God has purposed just for him. Okay, so give respect to your small starts. Let's do our best to each and every day give respect to our small starts. The little things that we are doing that we think nobody is encouraging us. Let's do our best to give respect to the small things that we are doing, the small steps that we are taking, the small businesses that we've started, the small ideas that we've started, okay, the small ministry that we've started. Okay, let us do our best to give respect to it, because what you love grows into something bigger. Okay, what you love grows into something bigger. So know that it is okay to get worried. There are times that you feel worried, like things are not going well. You've taken the smaller steps, and it's still like things are not working. The way I view this thing to just blow out of proportion, but things are not going like that. Okay, but there is nothing that exists on earth that became big from big and small. Okay, everything that you see very great today, it started from what? A humble beginning. Okay, it started from a humble beginning. There are times when I imagine, I think my good friend JD Praise, he knows most of my story. Okay, he knows, and it's not everything I can say here. The hardship that we've gone through, the test of life, the things that life has thrown at ourselves. The little steps that we were taking, and even when nobody believes in us, even people who were supposed to love us, okay, people who they were supposed to show us love, show us concern, but still, they don't want to. They never believe in the steps that we are taking. Okay, so respect every small step that we are taking. When we are in school, we are doing a program or we are doing a course, and it's like you are not seeing the head of this whole course and all that. Please believe in yourself. Believe in the little steps that you are taking whilst we are in school. Believe in the small business that you started. Put some respect on the business, on the little step that you are taking. Okay? Put everything that, or anything that you see a man just came out of nowhere and became big just once in a day. It doesn't last. It doesn't last. It doesn't last. Okay? So why don't we build a very strong self-belief in ourselves and also in our dream, and start everything one step at a time. Let's start everything, or let's do everything one step at a time. Let's believe in our dreams. Allow our dreams to take their own step. There is something that we call in business relating to operations of what companies, and like there is a particular clause that says what? Separate legal entity. You understand? A business is a whole human being from the people who formed it. Okay? Okay, a business is a whole human being from the from the people who came together and formed a partnership. You understand? And a business or any idea that you've started, you have to allow it to go through the waters. Any idea, anything that you've started, you have to allow it to go through the waters. Allow it to go through the test of time. Because these things are able to build it. Even I was distracted once again. Kindly forgive me. So all I'm saying is that let's do our best to believe in the little steps that we are taking. Okay, let's believe in the little steps that we are taking. So success we see before our eyes. So success you and I will see before our eyes is a journey with small beginnings. Okay, so when you see people becoming successful, people doing very well in life, people excelling, okay, doing everything, and they are succeeding in life, and they are succeeding in ministry, they are succeeding in what business, they are succeeding with their companies, they are succeeding in their marriage. Is a little step that what they've taken, and they believe in these little steps, okay, or this little small step that they are taking. Okay, so a minute, all of us, please, can I call you back? Oh, okay. So maybe, yeah, same one. Yes, okay. Please, sorry for that. I have to receive that call. It's from the regional level, so if I don't pick it, the worry will be small. So as I was saying earlier, success we see today, or we see before our eyes, is a journey with small beginnings. It's a journey from small beginnings, and there are no shortcuts to success or greatness. There are no. If someone should tell you that what there are shortcuts to success, it's a big lie. If anyone should stand up today and tell you that, look, you can have a very short way to success, it's a lie. There is nothing like that. Success has its own price to pay. Success has its own price to pay. So it comes with patience. It comes with you believing in your dreams. It comes with you believing in the little steps that you are taking, like the little step that you are taking to make yourself better. Okay, so success comes from what? Distance. Okay, so if anyone should tell you that there is a shortcut towards success, then that means you are going to an agbalagba man, you understand, and you want to become successful, and it doesn't work that way. If you want your success to last, for your success to have a very solid foundation, okay, you wouldn't allow it to go through the process of shortcuts. Not that you miss the lesson that you have to learn from these processes. You miss the lessons. Okay? So allow yourself to learn from the challenges that you taking the little step that will bring along. Okay? Because these things are able to build you. These things are able to build you. The small step that you are taking. These things are able to build you to become the most powerful and the strongest person that you can ever imagine. Okay, so everything must be done with a small step, and that will yield greater results. Every great result, as I said earlier, every great company that you and I are seeing today, okay, be MTN, what's the name? Zenith Bank of Africa, okay, and these great banks and all that, these are banks or companies that started small. They believed in the small steps. They believe in the small dreams. You understand? The small step that these baby steps will grow into something bigger. Because they want to learn from the lessons, they want to learn from the experiences. Okay, so why don't you and I encourage ourselves and do that? Okay, rather than we just allowing ourselves to be used to just jump like to jump the process of becoming great in life. And it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. Every strong and powerful person that you see today, okay, has gone through the process. Okay, so why don't you and I encourage ourselves? So the power of little beginnings work until it grow into stardom. Okay, so there is a power that comes with what? Little beginnings. Everything that we see in our lives, everything that we see in this world, there is a spirit, a force, guiding it. Okay, so if you decide to take the little steps and have a positive mindset and you believe in them, there is a power that will come behind it and keeps encouraging you that don't give up, and that is what the power of purpose. Because when you know your purpose and you know where you want to reach in life, you wouldn't allow these things to take off your mind from where you are going in life. Okay, so when you're into ministry, when you are into business and all that, believe in the little steps. Learn from the challenges of life. Okay, when you are rising up in life, allow yourself to go through the process. Learn from it. Okay, learn from it. So the power of little beginnings works until it grows into what? Stardom. Okay, achieving greatness in life starts gradually. Okay, so when you decide to be great in life, when you decide to start something awesome, when you decide to have stardom, okay, these things start gradually, and you don't have to force the process. You don't have to do anything just to get anyone's attention. Allow the process to build you up. Allow the process to transform you. Allow the process to encourage you that you can become this and do well in life. You can start small and grow in life. Okay, so be careful how you despise small beginnings, because good things come in small packages. So please, let's caution ourselves how we despise in the small things. There are times you see people, a small boy will come close to you, or you see somebody being dirty or not, and the person comes to you. I want to deviate more. I work in an office, and there is this woman who, when you see her, you don't respect her that she has money. And this woman, she works, she sells in the market, and she looks somewhere. I don't want to use certain words because I respect her so much. She's like a mother. You understand? And this woman, when you see her, you don't respect her. You understand? But when you know the amount of value or money that this woman carry, please, you'll be amazed. You understand? But these are people who they are selling something small, something little by little, and they are making it, and they are building, they are supporting their children and all that. These are practical life experiences. Okay, there are times that we look at people and it's like we are looking down on them. It's like we are looking down on them. It's like this person cry. See, some of us, if it is not God, we wouldn't be able to believe in ourselves, because the way the people who are even closer to us, the way they look down on us, if it is not God and He gave us the grace of self-belief, we wouldn't have been able to get into where we are today. Okay, so believe in the small steps that you are taking. Believe in the humble beginnings that you have. Believe in the small things that you are doing. The small. They say be careful how you despise small beginnings, because good things comes in small packages. Okay, every good thing that you and I will see today, okay, it came in small packages. Okay, so let's do our best not to despise or excuse me to use this funny way, disown small beginnings. Okay, let's embrace small beginnings. Let's get them close to our hearts. Embrace small beginnings. Because small beginnings, as I said earlier, these things are going to build us. They will build us to be what we become. They will make us, or they will make us. Okay? So let's believe, or what? Let's value our small beginnings. Okay? And I promise you, if we believe in the little things that we are doing, you see them what? Growing into something great, something bigger, something marvelous, something powerful, something amazing that will transform life, that will change destinies. So stay faithful to your small beginnings and allow yourself to learn. Okay, so stay faithful to your small beginnings and allow yourself to learn. Okay, allow yourself to learn. I said something earlier that concerning companies are separate legal entities. So they are human beings from the actual owners. So what? The actual owners of the company, which the business is also a human on its own. Okay, the owners also learn from what? The business. You understand? So there are times that we have something we call growth stages. Okay, we have a stage that the business is doing well. Then you see that like the profit is growing, then it will fall, then it will become stabilized and all that. When things are happening like this, the owners are learning from what? The businesses. So when you decide to take a step and you decide to take a small step, you realize that you begin to learn from what? The experiences. When you fall today and you rise, you learn from it. When you lose, when you do well and you lose the next time, okay, you learn from it. Okay, the last time I was reading a story and in one of the news portals, and it reported that Dangote lost about more than 2 million to something of dollars in dollars. You understand? And I asked myself, what is encouraging this man to continue to believe, even though he's losing, but he's still believing in himself and he's still going harder, going after his dreams. This is because he has learned from the experiences and is applying what he has learned from the past when he started his business, and he's still applying it to what? His present. You understand? So when he started small, he was learning that there were times that I was falling, I was losing all my finances and all that. But what? When I am falling, I shouldn't give up. I should rather stay focused. You understand? That is how life is. Okay? So when you start small, you begin to learn from these things. Okay? When you start small, the rains will come. The rain at the right time, the rain will come on the things that you started small. Okay? So what? I read the scripture in Zechariah 4 verse 10. It says what? God says what? Do not despise these small beginnings. Okay? For the Lord rejoices to see the work begin. Can you imagine? That is powerful, right? God said, well, we shouldn't despise the small things that we started, because God rejoices to see the little things are being started, the little steps are being taken, because He is the God that blesses. You understand? He is the God that makes us great. Okay, so let us not despise in people. We shouldn't despise in people that we are disregarding in life. That is the worst mistake that anyone should do on this earth, because their destinies are not in your hands. Okay, the people you are despising today, either you see them on the street, you talk to them anyhow. Either your junior brothers or junior sisters who despise. I've seen people who grew up from what? Nothing to something. You understand? My good friend is here, and I've been saying it. He's one day when I get a big platform, he will be a big testimony that I'll use for people. We all started from in Kwanta. You understand? And he lived in like it was. But this gentleman was the best in my class. From there, he went to SHS, he did marvelous. Yeah, the whole district, he was the best. So intelligent, even though the family, like couldn't help and all that. But he's so brilliant and all that. And from there, SHS, we went to Mauli together. The little steps that he's taken, I'm using this thing for you to know that don't despise in people. He went to Mauli school. We all went there. We went to UPS, and he graduated. And what I realized was that when we were in Kwanta schooling, all his dream, he used to write for green card. I don't remember. I don't know. He used to write for green card to America. His dream was to go to America, like to do what he wants to do from his heart. And that has happened. Now when he completed UPS with me and all that, now he's in US. He said he went to do his course at that place. Now he's a minister of God in US as well. Okay, he's listening live. You understand? So look at this great person. If someone has despised I know him, we know each other. He's the same person who encouraged me that what? This thing I have within me, I have to unleash it. You understand? So certain times, please, let's not despise people that we see today. Please, that's the worst mistake you do in your life. Because one day you even dream, or you even like to talk to them, but you will not, before you realize they are even far from you. Okay, so we shouldn't despise people. We shouldn't despise their small beginnings. You see them dirty and all that, please no. So if you misuse the chance of small beginnings, okay, then you will miss on opportunities of lasting growth. Okay, so if you misuse the chance of small beginnings, then you will miss on the opportunity of lasting growth. So that means small beginnings gives you the opportunity to have a lasting growth in life. Excuse me. To have a lasting growth. Okay, so because you are able to build a very solid foundation, a very powerful foundation for that matter. Okay, so it gives you the room for you to do what? To build a lasting growth, a growth that will last for generations, because you've learned from the experiences. Okay, you've corrected them and used it to grow on the new ones. Okay, so God will not unleash you into the world and into your destiny unless you learn how to handle the little things He puts into your hands. Okay, so God is not a man that works magic. Okay, He does miracles. God doesn't do magic. So God will only unleash you into a great thing when you are able to handle the small things that He has given you. Okay, so God will only unleash you, push you to a very bigger place, a very marvelous realm. You understand? When He gives you the small things, okay, for you to handle, and you will be able to prove yourself worthy, you'll be able to handle it. That is when He will bring the big things into your life. So that comes to say that we should value our small beginnings. Let's do our best to value our small beginnings. Okay, because these are things that are going to bless us. These are things that will build our foundation. These are things that will lead our growth to become more powerful and strong. Okay, so to handle yeah, so then God will give you more after doing the little things. So when we are able to handle the little things, the small step that we are taking, then God will be able to what? Okay, bring the sweet things. You understand? The sweet things and all that. The things that will bring life to a state that what? There is self-fulfillment. Okay, you can't just have a purpose without you going through the process of what? Small beginning. So you having a purpose, you can't just have a purpose without you not going through the process of what? Small beginning. Every purpose or every idea, every dream, every purpose has to go through the process of what? Small beginning. Okay, so everything that you've started, everything that God has placed on you, even though God is the one who placed the things on the heart of men, but He's the same person that when you start it, He will not just make it big at once. Okay, He will give room for you to grow, for you to learn from the experiences, for you to develop yourself, for you to have growth. Okay, so God will not bring new rains into your life when you are not able to handle the little things that He has given you. Okay, so you should be able to handle your purpose very well in life. So this is a must. So this is a must. This one you can't how do I say it? Like you can't decide to say God, I want this, I want that. No, please. It's a must that what you have to go through the process of what? Small beginnings. And it is a must for all of us. Okay, for us to go through the process so that we can learn. So presidents, priests, ministers, men of God, CEOs, doctors, these people have all gone through this process. Okay, they've all gone through this process one after the other. And they are great today. Okay, so let's believe in our small beginnings. Let's value our small beginnings. Okay, so I have learned in life that what? We should be wise in handling people who promise to move us up in life quickly. Okay, so me personally, I have learned in life what? To know how to handle people who promise that they'll move me up in life quickly. Okay, you have to use wisdom. Okay, you have to use wisdom. Imagine an uncle of yours, I have a job for you at the ministries. So you bring your application letter and your CV. You take it to uncle, you'll be calling him, you'll be tossing you and all that. Such are people. We've all experienced that. You understand? And that should tell you that you should come back to your own self and allow God to lead you, for you to start small, for you to grow one after the other. Okay? Because there is nothing that we cannot do. There is nothing. So to move, but know the actual promotion in life are our small beginnings. So the actual promotion in life, the things that will be elevated, okay, that will move upper in life or will move higher in life. These things come from our small beginnings. And it is up to us, you and I, to always appreciate what? Small beginnings. Okay, we shouldn't look down on anyone. Okay, looking down on anyone means what? You are looking down on God. Looking down on your strength means what? You are looking down on God. Because it is God that put purpose in the heart of people. Okay, including you and I. So things that come too fast are dangerous per life experiences. So I know God can quickly bless you, which is not news. But when you see that there are certain things that will come in on your way too fast and all that, please, you should use wisdom to handle them. Okay, you should use wisdom to handle them. So you might have low self-esteem. So you might have low self-esteem, lack of courage, okay, etc. So to go after your purpose, but know that you can do this one step at a time and get to your destination. Okay, so you might have a very low self-esteem. You might think that I'm not capable of doing this. I am not good enough to do what I want to do. But I'm here to encourage you that believe in yourself and know that you can take every step one after the other. You can take a step one after the other. Believe in yourself. Okay, take each step one after the other. Believe in your steps. Believe in your dreams. Believe in your abilities. Believe in the little steps that you are taking. Okay, so excuse me. When you think like, I am not courageous enough. I have very low self-esteem and all that. Please hit on your chest and say, I can do this, and start it one step at a time. Okay, start it one step at a time. That is how most great people have done. Most great people have done it. They've done it because they've been able to stay true to time, believe in themselves, believe in their steps that they are taking. Okay, so let you and I always believe and value our small beginnings. Okay, please, if this live feed is blessing you, kindly share it with others for them to also watch and also be a blessing to them. Okay, and also one thing that will terminate your purpose is doubt. So one thing that you shouldn't allow in life to come close to your purpose is doubt. Doubt is a negative catalyst to your transformation in life. So don't doubt in your abilities, and don't have lack of self-belief in your purpose or in yourself. Okay, always believe in your little step. Believe in the small things that you are doing, the small businesses that you started, or the small ideas that you started. Believe in them, because when you believe in them, your spirit connects with it. Your spirit automatically connects with it, and it makes room. You understand? Excuse me. It makes room for you to do much more greater in life. So one thing that will terminate your purpose, that was what I said earlier, is doubt and lack of self-belief in your dreams and purpose. So you have to stay focused. So when doubt and lack of self-belief come, tell them Bossu, I have to stay focused in life. Okay. So the man who moves a mountain begins by moving away small stones. So the man who moves huge mountains, begins by moving away with the small stones, the smaller stones. Okay, so let's encourage ourselves to believe in ourselves, believe in the little steps that we are taking. Okay, but what of small beginnings? We must never despise them. Okay, so small beginnings, let's encourage ourselves, let's motivate ourselves that we should never despise in our small beginnings. Okay, they are more powerful to transform us. They are more powerful to make us who will become in life. They will give us the experience. They will give us the grace for us to grow in life. Okay, so from small beginnings, forest fires are ignited. Okay, so from small fires, you see that from small fires. Okay, when someone should be smoking, excuse me to say weed, and the person should just go to a bush where like dry season like this, the person should just see that from that small thing, okay, fire is ignited. Okay, so there is fire in the little steps that we are taking. There is fire in every small idea that you've taken. There is fire in in the small businesses that you've started. There is fire in the small ideas that you've started. So believe in the little steps. Believe or value the little step that you are taking. Value the little moments that you have on earth. Okay, and see you have a powerful life. Okay, so from small fires, okay, that is when you see what, fire is being ignited all over a forest, okay, and great moments are born, okay. So that means what? When you take little steps, great moments are beginning to show themselves. Great moments are born. Great moments are shown to us. Okay, so let's always value small beginnings. You and I, let's do our best to value small beginnings because they are powerful. Okay, they are powerful. So from humble beginnings, great leaders, men and women, have risen to make their mark in their day. So from humble beginnings, so great and powerful what? Women, men, leaders have risen to make their mark in this world. When I came to Karachi, I heard a story that John Mahama and his brother Ibrahim Mahama, they stayed here before. Okay, they stayed here before. And they stayed with a woman who wasn't their mother. Even last year, the woman passed away and they came for the funeral in Karachi. So I asked my question, so a woman who wasn't their real mother took care of them? They said yes. And this woman never despising these children. And now look at how they are doing well in life. Our former presidents and the business mogul stayed in Karachi, grew up here with a woman who wasn't their mother. It's like a stepmother or something, but the woman took care of them like her own. So imagine if this woman had despised these children, their humble beginnings, do you think she would have gotten close to these children? And the stories went on to say that, like, they will never see, when they grew up and things became better, they never saw this woman one day just that, like, I don't have. They are always taking care of her. They've taken care of the woman's children and all that. Now some of them are not in the country. They are working at big places. Okay, so let's encourage ourselves. If this woman has said, because these children are with me here in Karachi, Mahama and the brother, do you think this woman could have had the opportunity to be, please, stepmothers who are mistreating children and all that, please, you don't know what the universe can do or what God can do. The moment it turns around and these people become great in life, then you've lost. So let's do our best to always believe in the small steps, the small beginnings of others, the little beginnings of others. Let's do our best. Okay, so from humble beginning, great leaders, women, men, and leaders, great leaders were risen or have been brought up to make impacts in their day. Okay, so small beginnings are an important part of our life's growth and development. Okay, so small beginnings are important. They are important parts in our lives of growth and development. So let's not despise in our small beginnings or our little beginnings. They are very much important. Okay, they are much, much more important. So great and powerful purpose have not been pursued. So great and powerful purposes have not been pursued, and they remain unfulfilled because we refuse not to take small steps. So there are dreams that should have been big. There are ideas that should have been big. There are companies in our mind that should have been big, but you are afraid that you want to take a step small. Okay, you are afraid. Fear, if you are afraid, then you will not get anywhere. You will not get anywhere. Okay, you will not get anywhere. Fear will not lead you, will not help you to get your destination. Fear will not allow you to get to your own destination. Okay, so let's do our best to value our small beginnings. Okay, because they are important part of our life's growth and development. Okay, so be positive, be powerful, and value the small beginnings. Okay, great and powerful purpose have not been pursued. That was what I said earlier. Okay, great dreams have been frustrated and unaccomplished because of desire to start big rather than starting small. Okay, so you have an idea. There is there is a great idea that you want to start, like do something and become awesome, become impactful in life and all that, and you just want to start all big and all that. Okay, there is nothing that happens like that. Everything that we see today has to be started small, on a very small note. Believe in the process of small growth. Believe in the things that what I can start small and become better in life and become great in life. There is nothing that we see today that we realize that what it just sprout from somewhere and became huge like that. Everything is a process. Everything that you and I see today is a process. Okay, so let's do our best. Encourage ourselves to follow through the process. Follow through the process gradually. Okay, and allow greatness to find you. Okay, greatness, you cannot find greatness, but greatness will find you when you take a step. When you take that little step, one step at a time. Okay, so people have not been what? Able to accomplish these things because they've been frustrated in life, because they refuse to start small and they chose the path to what? Start big, and it doesn't happen like that. Okay, so let's encourage ourselves to always start small. Let's not despise in our small beginnings. Let's not despise in people who are starting small. Okay, we should never despise in people who are starting small. Okay, we should never. Okay, so I'm coming to conclude, and I like to say that be consistent and persistent to the little things that you do. Okay, be consistent and persistent. Okay, to the little things that you do, the little steps that you take, the little business that you started, be consistent and be persistent. Okay, to the little things that you are doing. And you see that at the end of the day, these things to become great, these things to become awesome, these things to become powerful. Okay, so believe in the small steps, believe in the small steps, and be persistent and consistent. Consistency gives you the room to always improve on yourself. Persistence give you the spirit to always fight for what? Your dreams. Persistence give you the spirit to always fight for your dreams. Okay, so be persistent, because when you are persistent, you are able to find your true self. You are able to get closer to your dreams. Most people quit after the time when they are getting to their breakthroughs. Most people quit. And why will you quit? Why will you quit? Most people quit. And why will you quit? So I wouldn't encourage anyone to quit, but should be always consistent. Stay consistent. Please, consistency is the key. Consistency is the key. So stay consistent and persistent to the little things that you do and the little ideas you have started, and see it develop into great fruits. Okay, allow yourself to go through the process and see your ideas go, develop into great fruits and all that, so that you can be able to learn through the experience.
Okay, let me get through the experience. It has been a great moment and a great session with all of us. And I hope we've all learned something. I've been able to share some life experiences with us regarding how we should not despise the small beginnings of others because we don't know what tomorrow holds. You should not despise in the small business that you start because you don't know what tomorrow holds for yourself. You should not despise in anyone in life. You should never despise in yourself. Okay, because if I've despised in myself, I wouldn't have been here today. There are times that I've been to what's the name? How do you call it? Interviews when I was speaking for job and I was sacked several times for no reason. It's only God who knows what was happening after that time. But I never lose hope in myself. I keep fighting, and here I am today. And I still believe in myself that the small steps that I'm taking will lead me to something great tomorrow. It's the same thing that the small steps that you are taking will lead you to somewhere great tomorrow. I thank you all of you for joining. I'm grateful to each and everyone who have listened to me. It's a little step that I've taken, but one day I'm seeing all of us in a big auditorium where you are blessing thousands and thousands of people and impacting in people's lives. That is my dream. God richly bless you for listening. And till then, see you next week. I love you all with my heart. Please always do your best to share the life feed with others. Okay, I love you all and see you. Bye bye.